So just one attempt maybe to take you through one, the way I'm approaching how to find some bets. So if you find this rising complexity maybe true, maybe very true, but maybe too on the one hand, I mean, I can't tell you anyone can do that, right? It's not. I mean, then you should say I'm just gonna follow this guy, or what would you do? I mean, it's but it won't become an easy task anyway, and I would be pleased, of course, if you still you like it and you say maybe I can do something about it, but I don't want to, the when I talked about this here, the stadium is next to us. Maybe I can even somehow show you. No, you couldn't see that, but I can take an external camera at some time, point my iPhone or something like that, and maybe but stadium is next to you. So I was watching a youth game yesterday from between 5 o'clock, between 5 and 6 or so from the very tiny small kids, and it was a very good game, and I'm really pleased to see them. They're 8 years old and they know what to do and things like that. But as I pointed out, if anyone should ask me, am I gonna play for Real Madrid, I have to say no, sorry, you won't. But maybe still someone can do it. So this is, I mean, there is the very small selection somehow, and how to get through there. But still, I would like to, and if you start learning, maybe you do get there. But what I of course can very well imagine. I mean, either this live stream I've been talking about, and I've been asking some people already what they think about it, and that might be a good idea. And maybe to simply tell you everything I know, and every day live stream whatever, if games are on or something like that, also about the live betting, but also a chance to simply I tell you everything. I give up my old business, what I'm doing now, and I'm gonna, you don't have to set it up here, what I'm doing here, but I'm doing it, and I'm telling you what I think, my thoughts and stuff like that. And anyway, but I need of course an income. I have to somehow ensure I can make a living off that. But I would happily give up my business as soon as a new business would be around. And this is one thing I can very well imagine. So if you would like this idea, can support me. I mean, I've not into money right now doing this stuff, but maybe the time is gonna come. Or you have an idea about it, and maybe we find a way. If you want everything, I mean, you could, But as I said, if plenty of people share this knowledge, it may be like that, even become harder to beat the market, because you want which money would you like to pick up, right? You have to know who you are about to beat, whose money you would like to earn. Everyone. So can I do this a bit bigger here? Okay. I was trying to give some, if you see this, what I'm recording here. This is, it's a lot of stuff. It's kickoff, okay, distance. I even have a look here or there. Sometimes you spot some derbies and things like that. This is third division here in Germany. Then I have, this is how well they played, but this is simply taking the results. But still, it's something that no one on earth knows about, right? So Lotte played a bit better, which is the last 8 games. They scored a few more goals, so this means some good results. They are not so good on points. They owe some points. So I mean, this is just the performance stuff, things like that. And Halle are even worse, but you can of course look at the table as well for a start. Those are my rankings, plenty of stuff here, right? Here's ranking, and here's the table, so you can, now I even forgot, Lotte are here, and Halle are here. So they are close, all this table is pretty close, starting from here down to here, this is 4 points. So, but this was my prediction for this league anyway. It's not a, yeah, it's a general prediction, but this season you could say it's even closer. I would not have expected Paderborn to be so good, but this was pretty early on that it became obvious. Magdeburg, they did have up there Fortuna Köln, okay. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with this league. Anyway, but you see here it's yeah, lower half. They both on 10 points, so it's some trouble, right? 1 point less, they would be here. Anyway, it's very close. But the clearly better side are still Lotte. But what does this mean money-wise or betting-wise, betting market? Yeah, it's just, you know, I'm just showing you those, giving you those insights, and maybe, yeah, yeah, either you say, okay, that's it for me, I'm gonna quit right now because I could never do this. This is goal performance, also about the through those from those 8 games, goal performance. I expected to be 40.92 goals in those 8 games for total between all those teams, so 2.5 per game, something like that. And there had been 43. This is a goal performance of plus 2.07. So some more goals. It means, yeah, in some sense, you wouldn't look for an under, but you have to, you know, yeah, make sure what is market thinking about it, right? Here I have the old algorithm and the new algorithm. You see that it's yeah, pretty similar, but I need this support from either side. Also, the sum of goals I can see in that, and so 2.61 or 2.69. The naive fallacy, I don't know if you know this term, but it means if you simply sum up all the goals over the season between those two teams, that happened in all those games, those two teams played, and you divide it by the number of games they played. So you get a naive fallacy. In some sense, market might have this as a basis, but they also know better, of course, for a while now. So it is kind of an over. It's 103.08 from league average, right? Team news I have not added yet, but I might not do this. It's not that important, but okay, I might. Anyway, now I look at this diagram here that I have to set up, of course, and it's built on my own stats and things like that. So I'm just going to show you here that it is pretty complex. It is pretty hard to somewhere get a foot in the door. I don't know what the term is. How you can start to beat the market, and there are so many fine points about it, you know. And now I have been listing up the just for anyone to remember what these things would tell you. I have to watch out. I'm not getting lost up here, but anyway, it's you know, it's pretty much. You can pause again and try to go through. I'm just trying to explain quickly here, and I can't do everything in one go. It's just to show you bit more of this complexity of this business, and maybe you also like it in some sense, or you say, okay, I want more of this stuff, right? And anyway, the red one is always reflecting the effort. How well did they play? And as I'm saying, they are all the same. 0 is average, of course, so they are average, I mean, nothing else. The results are getting there, so they started off, this is the green one, are the results, so they are getting there. So they are close to that. You see goal difference maybe -1 only. A lot. They have this is just the goal difference. I can't record everything here. And the blue one is reflecting how well I expected them to be. So they always played a bit better than I expected. It's not a lot anyway, I mean. And now the results are getting them there. Now you can even compare what market might think of such a team. Lotte, a big name or a small name? They are rather, you know, promotion last year and rather small name, but of course they make their name like that. But okay, so market is neutral on that. But anyway, there could be exceptions. So you got a lot of things to respect, to look at, to watch out for, to take care of, to remember, keep in mind. And usually it comes out to nothing, but sometimes you see there, oh, there's something, you know, I can make use of. Halle, I can say, I thought they are pretty weak. They had an easy game actually, but they lost the first one. I'm not sure now. No, it was a draw. It was a draw at home. I think to Chemnitz even. No, I can easily look it up, so if anyone cares. But I'm, of course, checking those things here from time to time. I got that here. And I have to... so, League 3 here, and then I look here, look back. So they had a 4-4 on the first game against Paderborn. Nothing, Chemnitz, that was the last one. They lost 0-3 to Chemnitz, so I was totally wrong. Anyway, it was a draw, so they ended here, and they lost by a goal. I don't know, yeah, most likely. Anyway, I can check that. Doesn't mean, but the results are not that good either. But the results are still a bit better than the efforts. And if you have a minus 0.6, I can guarantee. I'm a bit angry here. I installed a new version from the Excel, and somehow it may do with a. I want the dot here, 0.4, 0.6. So it's minus 0.6. That's why how terribly badly they played, because minus 0.6 you can say, yeah, they as I said, minus 0.5 is about where you deserve to lose. So they virtually could have lost every game in some sense, right? So they are worse than, yeah, this is far below average, and so they are no good at all. But market knowing that, and they are also low in table, so it's not yet something, but 10 points, okay, but they got 9 points, so they are pretty low. But still, it could be that market might be a bit overrating them. So I'm gonna check here. Well, I think, I mean, I can go through one more. It's Werder against Chemnitz. What did we find out here now? I mean, now I have to compare this, of course, to a market's view, and I've done that, but I think it comes out to nothing, because it's simply, for me, there's no indication of side to select, right? What would that be? I mean, I would be against Halle. For example, but market knowing that bad result here, you see a heavy loss with the green one result is going down. So that was a bad result, and market noted that. And they even played a little better in the last 3 games, maybe, which is seen here. So there's no real reason to go against them. And supporting Lotte would be silly. I mean, this one is not going up, the red one. They are just average. The results are better now, so market taking notice of those results and take those into account. So there's no indication at all, right? But you only could see that if there were an indication, right? Werder too, I had them pretty low. They played like that. The results are getting there, so also not an indication in some sense, right? In any sense. Chemnitz, I rated them very low, minus 0.5. They are there, they are even below that a bit, right? So they are really bad side. The results are on the level I expected, minus 0. So I expected them here. This is how terribly bad they played. If they are plus here, it only means they had an easy opponent. And they even won the first game, as you see in the green one. Anyway, the results, so there's not a real, I mean, I would still be somehow against them, but not with Werder Bremen. How could I? I mean, bad results and they are not playing well. So there's no chance really. Erfurt against Wien, I should rather pick one. I mean, you always ask me for one real proposal, some real idea I have, and that is surprisingly maybe with Rostock. There are maybe 3 reasons for that. But I can show you here. First of all, I expected them to be average, right? But they are playing consistently above average, which is, I mean, this is not bad efforts, right? This is plus 0.3, so this is not bad, right, where they play. The results are there, but they are not fully, you know, reflected here in the table. This is +2 goal difference, which is already good. I mean, they are all average, so they should all be around 0. But they are a bit better, but they're not in 8th place, 13 points, so this is not far away from here, but market maybe rather looking at the table. I don't know. But there, I also have this home away ranking. No, this is not here, so maybe in home away. Home away, I might have, no, Rostock are here. Who are they playing? Aalen. So Aalen that was rather be away side, so that's a bad example I'm giving you here. Here, okay, I'm getting confused now. But here the development of the goal average. So this means, you know, I was pretty low, so this was kind of an error, but I tried to point that out. But this is 0.1 goals, and actually the average is approaching here, so I'm not that terribly bad, right? So 2.5 goals, I expected 2.4, so I'm not that bad, dead wrong, right? I'm not that. But anyway, what was it I was about to explain? Rostock, I'll just make this one example, but I'm not really getting pedigree for that. I mean, it's just Rostock had been okay, and Aalen are still having the results, and they are just average. I mean, but for some reason, I can't really explain why market has drawn no bad line. This is what I saw, and for some reason it's just. But this is not actually not such a clear indication here. Just happened. I have no idea why. So maybe I have to check another. Anyway, I should rather leave you with this, because it's getting a bit too much. Looking for another site to go for. Just to have this one example. I mean, Magdeburg are not really good, but are. I mean, they are having the results while Jena are playing okay, and they are not quite getting the results, right? Magdeburg, for example, they play as well as I expected, so they are a good side, plus 0.2, this is pretty decent already, but the results are a lot better, so maybe market a bit wrong about them, and also Jena playing well, and not, well, this would be actually a typical indication, I would say, right? You have to, you know, they are playing well, not getting the results. They are playing okay, but their results are a lot better, so they are second in the table. So this would be a clear indication here in favor of Jena, right? So we found one actually, but still you have to compare it to market, because market may share this view, right? So you still, it's not that easy to make money. I'm just showing you this and leave you with this. So we spotted at least one game where there is kind of a clear indication. I leave you with that. So think about whatever I said now, and hope you enjoyed it, and hope you come back and leave your comments, thumbs up, whatever you can. Okay, thanks a lot. See you all. I'll be back. Bye bye.